Yo, 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 are we live? Oh, the hell? Hold on 1 second. Alright, we Gucci. Alright. We are live and we are rolling. Hold on, let me put my headphones in to make sure my voice is sounding pristine. Let's see here. Give me 1 second, everybody. Put these damn headphones in and we'll be on our way. I mean, all right. Hello everybody. This is Peter with the first episode of the PlfugCast, a wee little bit of a podcast where we just, we talk, we chill, we explore the internet, we exchange ideas, exchange some jokes, exchange some laughter, and just have a little fun. And I just got back from work. I'll be honest, I'm fucking tired. I'm exhausted. But I was just been really excited lately, a little motivated, fired up, if you will, and I decided that it'd be good to to divert that energy into something, a little live stream. And I figured, hey, I'll just make the first episode of the PlfugCast here. I called it the PlfugCast because I plan on having my friends join in later episodes, and flug is our thing. So naturally, I would name it the PlfugCast. Podcast PlfugCast. You got that alliteration. You got that wordplay. Playing with the words like Magic Johnson and the basketball. Anyway, so today was pretty typical day at the office. But one thing though, so I'm working with this guy, I've been training him, for about a month on this position, and he's kind of the geeky type. He's taller, he's on the taller side, he's on the heavier set side. He's a pale white skin. He's kind of a geeky white nerdy guy. Let me see if I can find a good image of this guy, like an example. This is not really it. Geeky white guy. I don't know. He's not that big, but he's kind of chubbier, and he's got a really punchable face, just like the way his lips and chin sort of synergize is very, it's not a good synergy, you feel. It's just a very punchable combination, his face. It's like, he's kind of like this, but to less of this extreme, Let's not open that. Let's just open in a new tab. Here we go. Just to have that in the background. So this is the guy. Let's just say this is the guy. He's a decent worker. He's a really nice fella. He's a class act. One might like to call, a class act. The type that would act in class. Do a little skit, or like a Romeo and Juliet type deal. He's a class act. But anyway, so this guy, he's making the same mistake over and over and over again, and it's been over a month since he began, and he should be pretty much like good at his position by now, at least. The mistake that he's making is a very elementary mistake, a very basic thing, and he just keeps making the mistake. And I'm like, hey bro, like, if you do this, if you do that, like, you should be able to avoid this. And he's like, okay. And then he makes the mistake again, and I show him again, this is how you do it. I give him some more tips, same mistake. And then, okay, all right bro, I'm gonna watch you this time. I'm gonna watch you do it, and I'm gonna see how it goes. I watch him do it. It looks, for the most part, correct. Like, I didn't see anything wrong. They're probably, so the same thing happened again. The same thing. The machine fucked up again, and I had to reset everything and do the thing. And yeah, even after I looked at what he was doing, it was probably something minor that I missed, which is why it got fucked up again. But anyway, I'm just frustrated. I'm trying not to be mad or mean or anything because he's a nice guy or whatever, and I'm not the type of person to, even if he was a shitty person, I still wouldn't try to you know, start an argument or something like that. So I'm like, okay, man, I'll just finish up the job. You can go work on my shit for a little bit. I'll finish this up, and I did, and yeah, he's a nice guy, but he just does some stuff that's like kind of annoying. Um, what did he be doing? He be asking some questions. Um, he'd be asking some questions that are like kind of dumb, kind of stuff that he would be able to figure out on his own if he just sort of tried a little bit. And it's annoying having to answer those questions. It's like, bro, like if you were just to put a little effort into it, you probably would have figured it out yourself. Or maybe he's just dumb. I don't know. Um, what else does he? Just the way he talks is sort of like he's kind of socially awkward, so it's kind of weird to like talk to him, just because I mean, I wouldn't say. Well, I like talking to people. I'm not really shy or anything, but it's just I'm a little awkward too socially. But I definitely I'm not afraid of talking to people. It's just I sometimes I be saying some outlandish extracurricular type shit when I'm around new people, and it's kind of hard to talk to this guy because he's a little social. He's kind of a nerdy, geeky guy. He's kind of awkward. But all in all, he's a nice guy, and it's funny because he like after I got done with his shit, he was like, "Oh man, I'm sorry. I don't know what I'm doing wrong." And I was like, it's all good. Like you'll get the hang of it. It's probably just something minor that I'm missing, or it'll you'll get the hang of it with time and experience, and that's you can say that about pretty much anything in life. You're gonna struggle, you're gonna make mistakes in the beginning, but you don't master something right away. It takes the time, it takes the failures to learn and to develop into a skilled master of whatever craft you pursue, I guess. So yeah, that was the story today at work. I guess I can talk about work a little bit. Work, I mean, besides the streaming stuff that I've been getting into lately, work has pretty much been the only thing really going on. Um, I started. Let's see. I started at like 2 months. Wait, I started at the beginning of July. So all of July I worked. All of August. All of September. Wait, really? All of July. All of August. Already 3 months. Which is nice. I've already worked. Why can't I see any of this? Uh, so essentially, well, this is cool. So we got 3 people watching. Whoever's watching, thank you for watching. I appreciate it. Drop a like if you can. I know it's probably my friends, so yeah, it's cool. Um, yeah, work. So I've been working there over 3 months now, and I will say in the beginning I kind of didn't really like it because it was factory work and it was a lot different from fast food, and there was some times where we would just sort of stand around, not really stand around, but there was a lot of slow periods during our work, and I was not used to that because in fast food, especially in the store that I worked at, we're always busy, always moving around, always doing something, and it was just like I just felt lazy being slow, but that's just the nature of it sometimes, at least where I work now. But yeah, I pretty much move for the money because I loved working for Culver's. I would, if they paid the same, I would definitely go back there. But when I'm living on my own now, and I can't afford to live off of what I was getting paid there. So I basically moved to this factory job just for the money, essentially. So, um, so I'm working. It's factory work. So there's some physical labor involved. I wouldn't say it's as hard as probably construction, but you be lifting some heavier stuff. You be giving your delts and your buys a workout a wee bit during the day. The shifts are what's nice. I guess it's sort of a double-edged sword, but like I work only 3 days out of the week. Only problem is, those are 12-hour shifts back to back to back, and basically you're out of those 3 days you're out of commission because you basically just go to work, you eat, you shower, you maybe watch some Netflix, you maybe crochet a little sweatshirt, you may wash up the the silverware. But after you don't got much time, you just got to go to sleep right away and wake up the next day and do your thing. So I'm probably going to keep this flu cast a little shorter for that reason because I got to get up at 3 in the morning tomorrow. And yeah, that's the only downside, I guess, to that schedule is you're out of commission for those 3 days. You can't do shit besides eat, sleep, go to work. But it's nice because you get 4 days off and you can do whatever the fuck you want on those 4 days. It's nice to have a chunk of time like 4 days because it allows you to, if you want to take a little trip somewhere, you can do that in those 4 days. If you want to, it's good to have the free time in a chunk. That way you can utilize it better. Because if it's sometimes when I'd be working at Culver's, like my days off would be like Monday and Thursday, and it's just like random days off, and I can't do shit. It's because basically just stay home or do errands. Just because it's like random days out of the week, and they're like split apart. So it's like the fuck. But it's nice having 4 days off. Me and my friends can hang out. I can pursue my hobbies like this. I'm starting to get into the streaming world. I really want to push forward with that. Yeah, it's nice. It's nice, and obviously the pay is a lot better at this new job than fast food. Like, essentially, I'm getting paid now, like about the same what a manager would get paid at where I used to work. And to be a manager at that fucking place, you like have to work. You need a lot of experience working, and you just it's a lot harder to climb up to manager than to just it's easier for me to just get a new job where it starts me at 15 than to like work my way up for I don't know how many years to become a manager. So it was just the more strategic pathway, I guess, for me to switch jobs. And yeah, like I said before, I just feel fired up and motivated tonight. Just for some reason, I really don't know why, which is why I wanted to do this podcast or not podcast, fucking FlugCast podcast. And I am tired as fuck from work, but I still, I had all these ideas fresh in my mind, and I wanted to make use of them before my motivation faded away. So what else did I want to talk about? Let's see. I had a lot on my mind. Oh, I was looking on Instagram, and sometimes you get these suggested accounts or whatever, and I click on one of them. Or actually, no, it was not it was just not a random guy, some guy from my school that followed me, and he was just some greasy drama kid, one of those enigmas, one of those drama kids. I was thinking about this, and drama kids, I equate them to like, I'd say a drama kid is like a motorized unicycle. Like they're sort of out of control. You don't really know what direction they're gonna go. They're sort of just kind of a like an outlandish sort of sort of an object, sort of a little kind of like an unpredictable being. That's what a bandkin is like. They're like this sort of enigma to the world. And I don't know, man. This band kid followed me for some reason. Like I don't know this. I don't know this mug, but yeah, just that guy made me start thinking about the drama kids, and the band kids are similar. They're sort of this. They're sort of like a different species on their own. Sort of this wild card of the earthly community, and they're kind of cool. I guess they into the dank memes, which is one thing that we can all agree on at least. Um, but yeah, I just have some thoughts here and there, and I wanted to share them and vocalize. And I guess I like to talk, and I haven't really talked all day because I was at work. So this is sort of like my outlet to talk, I guess, my excuse to talk, like almost like people have their vice. It's like I don't know. It's not really a vice, I would say, but it's something that needs to be let out, like a I don't know. I don't know what I'm trying to say, but what else happened today? I mean, I was at work all day, so not really. What happened this week? I started streaming that Among Us. I mean, you probably saw on my channel. It's been streaming that Among Us, and I really do enjoy that game a lot. And I just wish me and my friends would get on it more. But everyone's got their own lives. Everyone's a little bit busy, and it's hard for us to. Oh shit, my bad. Find a time where we can all hop on the game and play some of that VG game, some of that Among Us. But I do enjoy the game. I've said this before in the previous stream, but it's simple fun. It's simple fun, and it doesn't take much to have fun. It's sort of a cat, almost like a, when you're eating chips and dip. The chips are there as a vehicle for the dip. It's the dip that really makes the chips and dip the chips and dip. And when in Among Us, the game is like the chip. There's not really much to it, but the people that you play with them are like the dip. The dip. That's what gives it the flavor. That's what gives it the intensity, the spice. That's what gives the chip the flavor. And it's so much fun playing with your friends in a big voice call because it's like everyone's involved. It makes the game a lot more interesting. And yeah, I really do enjoy that game a lot. And we also be playing Spyfall. That was fun. I personally like that game a lot, but not really everyone in the friend group really digs it as much as I do. Um, but I would love to play some of that Spyfall again. It's like that. It's that one game where everyone is a role and there's a location, and one of the people is like a spy, and then it's basically just you ask everyone questions about the location, and you're trying to figure out who the spy is, and the spy is trying to figure out what the location is. And it's a really fun game, and it's like Among Us. It's a chips and dip type of deal where um, it's a chips and dip type of deal where the game is the chip and the people is the dip. The the game is the chip and the people are the dip. You know what I mean? But yeah, another thing. I don't know, man. Life. Let's just talk about life, I guess. Life has been, for me at least, for the past couple months, it's been kind of a roller coaster. Things have been going good, things have been going bad, but overall, it's been really an exciting time. Very exciting time. Like a lot of stuff has changed, a lot of new stuff's going on. Me moving to this new place. yeah, just a lot of exciting stuff. I don't really want to go too much into detail about everything, but I guess one of the bad things I'll talk about that is I kind of said something to my sister that probably wasn't really one of the nicest things, and I just feel real bad about it. And I will say this, I wasn't entirely in the wrong to say what I said, but even even if it was justified, it was still hurtful. It was still something that I should apologize about. And I just feel really bad, and it's been kind of eating away at me for the past week or so, and I really just want to kind of just take her out to lunch and then just say how I feel, say that I'm sorry, and hopefully things will be better. I feel like my sister is not really the type to hold a grudge, so I feel like she'll be susceptible to my apology, and yeah, it's just sort of. She's also the type to not really with these type of things to kind to like take the initiative, so it's sort of up to me to apologize. Um, I will say there was some wrong things happening on both sides of the argument, but it's I feel like it's my duty to make the apology just because I'm the more initiative taking type person out of the two of us. So yeah, I'll probably do that on Monday, my first day off, just to hopefully it sets up the week, my personal weekend good. My weekend is Monday through Thursday. That's my weekend, and Sunday is my Friday, which is weird. It's like everyone else, Sunday for people, usually it's like that relaxed sort of, anticipating the week, sort of trying to gather yourself before the week starts. But for me, it's like Friday, the excitement of Friday. But for me, it's on a Sunday. I don't know. It's just sort of weird to think about. It's like nocturnalism. You got the animals that awaken during the day, and then you got some of the animals that fall asleep during the day because they're nocturnal. And it's sort of like me. It's like the polar opposite. I'm excited and anticipating stuff to happen on my Sunday while people are winding down, getting ready for the week on their Sunday. So that's sort of a weird thing to think about, I guess. Um, yeah, I don't know, man. I'm sort of losing the fuel a little bit. I was a lot like, I will be honest, I was a lot more excited when I got off of work, and I was like, man, I just gotta talk, I just gotta make a podcast or a stream or something, man. I just had this energy, and I mean, it's starting to die down now. I mean, that's I would say it is a good thing just because I need to go to bed soon anyway, but I don't want to drag this on for too long. So I guess I'll just end it right there. And to all who watched, thank you for watching. Subscribe to my channel. Follow me on Twitch if you can, and drop a like. You would be greatly appreciated. And yeah, thanks again for watching. I will see you later. Bye bye.